Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am so excited for this video because it is one of my most highly requested videos of all time. Today's video is sponsored by Audible, which is my favorite way to listen to audiobooks. I have personally been using the app for over 3 years now, and I will often sit in this very area in my living room and just get completely lost in an audiobook. I also like to listen to audiobooks when I am driving, doing chores, or just winding down for sleep each night. Recently, it has also become a nice way to stay connected with my family, so my mother and I have started kind of a book club between just the two of us, where we will both listen to the same audiobook on Audible, and then we will talk about it on the phone as we progress into the story. Currently, we are both listening to The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes, which is a historical fiction book about pack horse librarians in the mountains of Kentucky who deliver literature to people living in isolation. So far, I am really enjoying the story, and I would definitely recommend it. When you join Audible, you will get one free audiobook of your choice each month, as well as unlimited access to the entire monthly selection of Audible originals. Go to audible.com/itsblitz or text itsblitz to 500 to receive one free audiobook, unlimited Audible originals, and a 30-day exclusive free trial. As always, thank you so much for supporting me and all of the sponsors that I work with. I now invite you to sit back, get comfortable, get relaxed, and enjoy today's video. Hi guys. Today I am going to be doing a massage on our foster kitten. She is so adorable and she has such an amazing personality. I really have a lot of things to say about her. This is also one of my most requested videos. I will say that it can be quite difficult to get an animal, especially a cat, to stay still for a long video, but I don't foresee any problems today. And I thought that this sweet girl would be the perfect candidate for a little massage. There's actually a lot of acupressure points on cats, just as there are on humans. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below if you would like to try some acupressure on your pet at home safely. Of course, it's not a replacement for any type of veterinary care, but it is something nice that we can do for our pets or our foster pets. And she's purring right now, so my mic is probably going to pick that up, and I'm hoping that it will add to your relaxation. I wanted to talk a little bit about getting comfortable over here. I wanted to talk a little bit about this kitten. I may have to switch the camera angle from time to time, depending on how she shifts her position. A lot of you guys know that I have been doing volunteer work with some communities in Los Angeles that are affected by homelessness. So it was about maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, maybe less than that, I don't know. My perception of time lately is a bit off. But about a month ago, I was doing a 2-day event with a local organization. The first day was an event at the Mission, which is one of the largest homeless shelters and rehabilitation centers in downtown LA. And the second day was a direct distribution of necessities and care packages, toiletries, essentials, things like that. And on that day, we went down to Skid Row in downtown LA as a small group to distribute these supplies. A lot of you guys have contributed towards those, so thank you so much. And on that day, when we had first arrived to our destination where we would be distributing, I was introduced to a young woman who had found a kitten. And I didn't see the kitten at that time. I was just aware that it was in her care. And then a few hours later, I saw that another man had possession of the kitten, and this was a resident that we actually knew, and his name is Pepper. He helps us with most of the volunteer work that we do there, and it's really helpful to have some of the street residents working with us, not just because it makes everything a bit more organized, but it's also a direct contact to some of the other street residents. And he's really just an amazing guy. Being affected by homelessness definitely does not define him. And anyways, he had the kitten, and it had been handed off to him. And I immediately noticed that she had mange, which is a parasitic skin condition. It's caused by a small mite, and it will appear as just kind of scabs across the entire body. Sometimes a bit of scaling. When it gets really bad, it can really build up. So she had mange around her head and her ears, and I could also feel it on her skin underneath of her fur. Luckily, it was kind of in the beginning stages of mange, because it can get really quite bad. And aside from that, I just noticed some other vital signs that indicated she was very ill. At that time, we were not able to locate the kitten's original owner, but I felt that I needed to act to get it the care that it needed, because otherwise she probably wouldn't have made it through the day. So Pepper handed the cat off to me, and I immediately contacted the rescue organization that I work with, who was able to treat her for mange. She also had severe anemia, which was most likely due to lack of proper nutrition. And after that, she was released into my care so that I could foster her and continue to socialize her. And she has been just such a delight. She really feels like part of our family. She's an amazing little girl. She has such a unique personality, and she's extremely affectionate. We did contact the woman who originally had her the following day, and we wanted to just make sure that it was all right to continue to care for her. And the woman did not wish to have the animal anymore, so she's still in my possession. I really want to emphasize the importance that we don't villainize anyone with an animal who is experiencing homelessness, because sometimes the animals are the only friends those people have, and it's often out of their control whether or not they, as well as the animals, have access to proper health care and nutrition. So, that's her story. And she's been with us for the past few weeks. And she's really blossomed into just such an amazing cat. So I'm really excited and grateful to be doing a little acupressure and kitty massage on her today. We had originally named her Billy, but we somehow started calling her Chill Baby. She's just a very chill little cat, honestly. Although, as with all kittens, she has many moments of high energy. And cats are very playful at this age, or kittens rather. Okay, so I'm going to start off by just letting her get comfortable. Okay. And I'm just going to use my hands to gently stroke her along her spine and her head. She does appear to be a Russian blue. That's why she has this amazing, beautiful gray color. And similar to our other Russian blue Ruby, who I love so much, She also will fall asleep with her eyes slightly opened, so I hope that doesn't freak anybody out. And I'm just going to start stroking her lightly on her stomach as well. There's a lot of different techniques that can actually be used on pets specifically for relaxation, and a lot of pressure points. One is at the base of the neck. Similar to humans, this is where animals can carry a lot of tension. So I'm just applying gentle pressure, just very gently, to bring her into a deeper state of relaxation. And you can just bring that pressure down her back as well. I will do acupressure on Ruby very often, who is our other gray cat that is about 3 years old, because she experiences a lot of anxiety, and I really do find that it helps her. Something else you can do with kittens is just very lightly use your thumb and your index finger to very gently squeeze the skin on their neck, which mimics what their mother would do. So it's great for neonatal kittens or kittens who have been separated from their litter or their mother too soon. Okay. You can also go under the cat's chin and apply gentle pressure in the same way. I don't want to move her too much from her comfortable position, but she seems to be content just resting in my hand. So now I'm going to work a bit lower on her body, near her stomach and her back, where digestion occurs, and I'm going to be doing some very gentle compressions around that area. Keep in mind that with animals, whether cats or kittens, their bodies are just so sensitive, so any pressure should be very minimal. Also, the way that we talk to our pets, I think, is very important. I think pets can really read our body language, as well as the intonation of our voice, or the temperament that is conveyed in our voice when we speak to them. So with any pets that come into our home, I really just try to emphasize love and compassion and caring whenever I'm speaking to them, even if they do something that is considered, less than ideal, if they have an accident, if they destroy one of my belongings, which has definitely happened. We don't want to punish them in any way. we just want to give positive reinforcement. So the kitten is now in a very deep state of relaxation, which is why her eye is slightly open. This typically happens when kittens are in the REM phase of sleep. So you may also notice that she starts to have some involuntary movements, and that is normal. Yes. That usually happens when they're dreaming. So any twitching or spasms, it's nothing to be concerned about. When they're sleeping like this, it's just very normal and indicates that they are in deep sleep and very relaxed. I do think that touch can be equally as beneficial for pets as it can be for people. So it's important for us to stay in physical contact with our pets or any pets that we are caring after. Okay. I'm actually going to move her very gently to the side so that I can work on some other parts of her body. Yes, there we go. Okay. Okay. Just making sure that she's comfortable. And I always try to maintain hand contact whenever I'm giving a massage, whether it's with a person or an animal, because it lets them know where we are, and it also provides a sense of safety and security. So again, just doing some very gentle compressions. You can also gently massage. Just getting comfortable, okay? You can also gently massage their paws. Or their feet. Although it does tend to be kind of a sensitive or ticklish spot, so not all pets may like that. It's going to depend on the individual animal. Okay. So I'm actually going to use one of my favorite Gua Sha tools that I use in a lot of my ASMR massage videos. You want to be very careful, of course, using any type of tool on a pet that is not specifically made for animal use. So we're going to just use it very gently. Just using extremely light pressure. It should feel very stimulating and relaxing. You can also do some small wiggles with the comb. sorry. Okay. Just gliding the comb very gently across the surface of her body. She's starting to purr really loudly. So she's lengthening her neck to give me more access to that region. And I apologize if you guys can't really hear the sounds in this video of me giving the massage, but it was quite hard to get this set up, honestly, so in the future I'll kind of have a better idea of how to do this again. Okay, so we're very relaxed. Just going to do some circular motions. Keeping contact with her. She did have mange, like I said, so she has a couple areas on her ears that are still healing. But she's doing really amazing. She's eating a lot. She's actually eating about 4 meals a day. And she's receiving a lot of personal care and attention. And we have just fully welcomed her into our home. And I think she's really feeling at home. Just doing some more circular motions. Sometimes when you do these, it might encourage your animals to do a big stretch, which feels really nice for them. And you can do circular motions along the spine as well, as well as some acupressure. Gently going to lift her head up. For those of you who may be wondering, she's probably about 12 or 13 weeks old at this point. She weighs a couple of pounds. She's still very small. She's a very good girl. She is excellent at using the litter box. She's never had one accident, actually. She's very clean and tidy. And when I take a foster cat in, I do begin by confining them to a small region of the house, which is for their own safety as well as for the safety of our other cats, so we can introduce them slowly. It can also be really overwhelming for a new kitten or cat to be in a very large house or a large area. So I use kind of a playpen that's made for animals. It's pretty big and there's enough space to move around. And the first day I usually keep them in that kind of playpen for a portion of the day, except when they're eating, just to acclimate them to the space. And then depending on how quickly they warm up to me, I will open that pen so that they can have access to the room that it's in, and then I will gradually give them more reign of the house. But you do kind of want to start slowly. So she has full reign of the house at this point. She can go anywhere, but she does still have her pen and the door is open. It's kind of like a little fabric flap or a mesh flap, and she will usually still sleep in there, I think because it's like a safe space for her. She does take naps on the bed during the day, but at nighttime she goes back to her little house. And I think it just feels comfortable for her and safe. So I want to make sure that she always has access in there to her own space. And she also has clean litter and clean water in there as well. The organization that I foster through is called Lux Paws. I'm going to leave their information in the description box below. They always have a lot of animals that need homes, and you can also apply to foster if you're able to provide that space and time for another animal while they are looking for their permanent home. I'm really surprised that I've managed to film this whole video without using my cat voice, which might be scary for some of you. The final thing I will be using in this video is one more tool made from obsidian. It's from Kindred Black. It's another facial tool or body tool for massage. So I'm going to just be using that very gently on her. Minimal pressure. Going to hold a few pressure points on her. So that is where we will be ending today's video. Thank you everyone who has joined us today. Thank you to my baby girl for participating and being such a good sport. I hope you guys found it relaxing, and hopefully you were able to just have a few moments or a little while of peace with us while we cared for each other and just focused on reducing stress, being together with family, and caring for those who we care about. We are going to go get a little bit of water because it is important for animals to stay hydrated as well, especially after massage. I'm just going to offer her some water and see if she's thirsty, and I will also be giving her a little treat for participating. Thank you guys again for being with us today. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and I will talk to you then.